you talked about Elijah Mitchell earlier,
Yep.
18 for 137, touchdown, longest of 39 yards, 7.6 a carry. He's got to be the bona fide starter for like the next foreseeable future, right? I mean, I don't think Trey Sermon had a single carry today, and Elijah
Right.
Mitchell held it down. So the 49ers have the answer behind.
Again, all I'll say is Rahu.
Yeah. I was trying to say that without saying it.
Well, I mean, listen, Elijah Mitchell plays well enough that you don't really need Raheem Mostert. He becomes something that you can get off your books and allocate, assets elsewhere. It's concerning that Trey Sermon still doesn't get any run. It's clear that Shanahan likes Hasty more than he likes Sermon. And you know what? Hasty had a nice play on that catch out of the backfield where he trucked the defender. So can't be too mad at it. I liked seeing it, and it was pretty cool. Either way, but yeah, Elijah Mitchell looked great today. I don't care what anybody says; he has excellent vision. Okay, he has excellent vision. I just think that the one area where I feel like this team struggles, and I think it's a schematic thing, is running between the tackles. I just don't think that Kyle schemes that up very well. They weren't able to do that. The way that they got their runs were to the outside. So.
And to be fair, those were the runs that, if I remember correctly, Mostert had a lot of success on in that championship game. It seemed like the tosses to the outside were kind of missing. If I'm trying to think back, they called up a good amount, but I feel like today that was like their bread and butter. When they needed it, that's where they went to. And I tweeted out during the game too. It was like Elijah Mitchell is either good for like a 15-yard carry or he bumps into the back of the offensive lineman and goes down for a yard. I'd like to see him improve on that, but overall, as a rookie playing like his seventh game,
I think that's the
it's been
scheme thing,
fantastic.
though. He doesn't lose yards to the outside. He only loses them between the tackles, and I think that's the play calling. I think it's the design why that happens, because it wasn't just him. Every running back that we've had that runs between the tackles, that happens to. Whether it's Tevin Coleman, whether it's Matt Breida, whoever it was, you know what I mean? Like, they want to run that outside zone. That's just the way that they want to run it, and between the tackles just hasn't been good.
Oh, unfortunately. Joey said here, wide zone play is always their go-to. Yep, exactly. A win is a win. Yeah, and it was an exciting win. Let's be honest. We haven't seen Jimmy air it out like that
Yeah.
in a long time. So it was nice to see. We all know he was from Chicago, 100, friends and family members at the game in attendance cheering for him. I'm glad he got the ball out. Kyle said he gave him the game ball and he gave another one to Mitch Wisnowski's wife because she just gave birth. So congratulations to him.
Yep.
It looked early on, though, Matt, like Justin Fields was going to have essentially a career day. I think he did end up having, but I mean, that doesn't say much. But I thought he was going to continue on with that. Were there some halftime adjustments made? Do you think that kind of stymied that?
Absolutely. The defense came out much better in the second half, I thought, minus that crazy touchdown run. And they did a good job overall after a slow start. So you definitely want to see those things. Those are the things that separate, teams who have the potential to be good versus teams that are just going to take up the bottom of the league. Being able to adjust in the right direction, seeing where they were going. Justin got a lot of mileage out of being able to scramble out of the pocket and take off down the field. And I think that was just a lot less in the second half. I know that Ebicam had a sack. Marcel Harris had a sack. There were multiple sacks in those circumstances. So overall, I thought it was really well done by the defense and the halftime adjustment.
Yeah, I agree. It was impressive. By the way, if you guys are watching on Twitter, head over to our YouTube right now. We cannot see or interact with any of our comments on Twitter, youtube.com/49ers Hive. You'll see our live stream. Click in there, share your thoughts. We want to hear all your guys' opinions and takes. So come join us here as we break down this 49ers win. Ace for us says, I took the Jimmy jersey
out of the trash today.
Out of the trash today, yeah. That's hilarious. I mean, I had it on last Sunday night, and I showed you guys. I'm like, I'm wearing it. I'm rocking it. And then I took it off at halftime. But, yeah, he deserved to have some fans wear that jersey because he played well enough. Yeah, here we go. Joey, 819 yards, for Deebo in 7 games. I mean, he's on pace for 1,700 yards basically. It's insane. I can't even really fathom it.
Yeah, they put up the graphic. That's the most through 7 games in 49ers history, and he passed Jerry Rice to do that. So pretty outstanding when you look at it like that. So, and it makes it seem like he's going to be our first 1,000 yard receiver in however long. I think 2014, 2013,
I
something
think
like that.
Bolden, yeah.
Yeah, Anquan Bolden was the last to do it, but I mean he's done that in 7 games, so he's on a real nice pace. You're looking at it like this, and he's on pace for what 1,900 receiving yards, and that's just outstanding to me.
Yeah, it really is. And there's been a lot of talk as to whether players get better after getting with the 49ers, after being drafted or signed by the Niners. People were saying Deebo is who he was his rookie year, and only injuries kind of prevented that. I'm going to actually disagree with that. I think we've seen Deebo improve. What do you think? Do you think this is the Deebo that he's always been, and it's only been injuries keeping him out, or has he gotten better?
No, I definitely think that he's gotten better. With his route running, with his even just with his ability to stay healthy and kind of work off those things. I think he looks a lot more explosive this year. Um, and the way that they're calling plays puts him in a position to succeed. Where you don't always. I mean, I remember Debo's rookie year; they essentially ran him all on slants, like slant, 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 slant. Now they're having him run all of these different routes that he's capable of running, and it just opens up everything for him. The defense can't cheat because they're like Debo's going to run another slant because that's all they do or whatever. So I think he looks a lot better, and it's encouraging to see, and it just it it gives you hope for Ayuk that Ayuk is going to catch up at some point. Ian Sharp said, and he still dropped some balls he should catch. Yeah, I mean, T.O. did that too, but T.O. was fantastic. Like, what he gives you, yeah, those drops are frustrating. And technically he had two, but really it was one. The second was behind him. You want to see him catch those. But at the same time, again, 819 yards through 7 games. So I'll take a couple drops with that.
Yep. It's like what's the Cowboys defender, Trayvon Diggs or whatever. He has all these picks. Okay, I don't want to say it's like that because it's nothing like that. But people overlook him getting burnt all the time, and he's giving up he's on pace to give up like 1,000 yards receiving. But people are thinking of him as a star because he has, I think, a pick in every game this season. So
Yeah.
it's not like that at all, though. I shouldn't have compared it to that because Debo's drops are nothing like Diggs giving up that amount of yards.
No.
Yeah.
No.